Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. I've been covering the Steam Summer Sale quite a bit, but if you're okay shopping at our good friends at Green Man Gaming, where, by the way, you get Steam keys with all of your purchases, guess what? You're beating out the deals on the Summer Sale, and you're getting Steam keys, and the games will be available on Steam. They've got a ton of great deals. We're going to highlight some of those deals under the price of $10. So, yeah, a lot of good stuff to go over. We'll try to get through this fairly quickly since, again, a lot of games here. So, let's get right into it. All these under 10, some under 5, and some get cheaper than that. So, the Borderlands 2 Game of the Year Edition is 81% off for $7.48. This is $8 on Steam. Yes, the base game is available on Steam for $3, but Borderlands 2's DLC content is quite good, so I would recommend getting the Game of the Year Edition if you can. Like, bro, either way you go, you're gonna get a quality time with Borderlands 2. If you get the Game of the Year Edition, if you just get the base game to play through that, it's fine. Green Man Gaming does have the Standard Edition, but it's not on sale, so the Game of the Year Edition is why I'm recommending it here. Again, Borderlands 2, most of the DLC content, the only thing you're missing is the Assault on Tiny Tina's Capital or whatever it's called. Not a big deal, but $7.48 for Borderlands 2. That's a damn good deal. And again, I've always said that Borderlands is an enjoyable experience solo, and I still stand by that, but if you have a group of friends to play with, that's great as well. Next up, we got the F.E.A.R Pack, 84% off for $8.58. This is a really good deal. You get F.E.A.R Ultimate, including F.E.A.R, F.E.A.R Extraction Point, and F.E.A.R Mandate, and then you'll get F.E.A.R 2 Project Origin and F.E.A.R 3. F.E.A.R 2 is the game that really stands out to me as one that I really enjoyed. I know a lot of people love the original F.E.A.R from the standpoint of really having that eerie horror environment, but I really dug F.E.A.R 2. F.E.A.R 3 I wasn't crazy about, but to get all three games for $8 and change, I think that's a pretty good deal and definitely would give that a look. By the way, that is for XP members, as is the Borderlands 2 deal. I'll leave a code in the description box below that you can use if you're not an XP member. That code is Sizzle15, and yeah, just use that code. It'll be in the description box. So yeah, moving on, we got Mad Max, 88% off for $2.34. Good deal on Mad Max, a game that I really enjoyed. It's one of those games that kind of came out at a bad time, and it came out on September 1st of 2015. Why that date is notable is that's when a little game called Metal Gear Solid 5 also came out. So, you know, you had two open world games dropping on the same day. You think Mad Max had a chance against MGS5? It didn't have a chance, but Mad Max is a game that over time I feel like more and more people have checked out, and more people have picked up on the fact that, hey, this is a pretty darn good game. Like, Mad Max is a solid game set in this open world desert. The combat's pretty enjoyable, and overall, the game is a worthwhile playthrough. For this price point of $234, again, I think it's a pretty good buy, and I think you'll enjoy it. If you keep your expectations in check, the performance in this game, I remember back in 2015, yes, it's in a barren wasteland, but its performance was still crazy back in the day, and obviously, you know, 9 years advancement in PC hardware is just going to make this game easier to run, but you get the idea. Was very easy to run back in the day. I remember, like, GTX, I think it was 950s or 650s at the time, were just blitzing through the game. 750s maybe, I forget exactly what era we were in as far as GPUs go, but yeah, it was running really well. Next up, we got Sleeping Dogs, the Definitive Edition, 88% off for $246. I always go to bat for Sleeping Dogs. It's a fantastic game with a great main character, open world Hong Kong crime game, and yes, it gets its comparisons to GTA. Those comparisons, in my opinion, are rather unfounded, given that, you know, while it is an open world crime game, it's more of a contained open world. It's got more of a focus on its gritty narrative and, you know, more focus on the hand-to-hand combat as well. For $2.46, it's a great deal. I imagine 90% of you watching this video, or 95% even, have the game, but if you're among the 5% that don't, absolutely do pick it up. It's a great game, and unfortunately we'll never get a sequel, but what can you do? These things happen in gaming. Next up, XCOM 2 The Collection, 93% off for $6.80. This deal is ridiculous. Given that you get XCOM 2, you get War of the Chosen, and a bunch of other smaller DLC packs, the deal is very good. I'm not crazy about these tactics titles, but this one I thought was damn good. I thought it was a really rewarding game, a challenging game, and had a lot of depth to its gameplay. Now, initially when it came out, had some PC performance issues. You know, most of that has been remedied, but some of those issues still do persist 8 years later. What can you do? These things happen in PC gaming. $6.80, however, for the level of content you're getting, the quality of content. Easy recommendation there. Next up, Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut, 87% off for $2.52. I'll also throw out the Deus Ex Collection. It's 87% off for $7.85. Now, if you just want one game, you want to stay on the cheaper side, Human Revolution is phenomenal. The Director's Cut is great, has the Missing Link expansion, all that good stuff. The collection will include Deus Ex 1, the OG Deus Ex, the sequel. It'll include the mobile game that I am forgetting the name of, and then you'll get Human Revolution and Mankind Divided, which is the latest game. Human Revolution, without a doubt, in my opinion, is the strongest game in the series. Like, the OG, I'm sure, relative when the original came out, like, it was fantastic, but obviously shows its age at this point. Human Revolution, I played it right when it came out, so to me, you know, the nostalgia holds true there, and I just really dug it. You know, whether you buy just Human Revolution or you get the collection, good buys there as a whole. Next up, we got Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun, 92% off for $3.20. Awesome game by Mimimi Game Studios, and, you know, an unfortunate story attached to this one is Mimimi Studios just put out their third game, Shadow Gambit, Cursed Crew, I believe it's called. That game was received really well. Unfortunately, you know, game development is just a hard game to be in, and that is going to be their final game. They also did Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun, and after Shadow Tactics, they did Desperados 3, which was also a really well-done game. But Shadow Tactics, great setting, nuanced gameplay. If you do want to play it on the easier difficulty, like, obviously that's an option, and you can just enjoy the setting and the atmosphere and things like that. But really well-done tactics title, $3.20 for that, quite good. And then you got all the Tomb Raider games, Tomb Raider Game of the Year, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Look, you guys know how I feel about these games. I think Tomb Raider is on par with Uncharted. I know that they get compared quite a lot. Rise of the Tomb Raider, in my opinion, is just as good as the best Uncharted games, which might be a little bit of a stretch for you guys, but I still think ROTR is fantastic. SOTR, unfortunately, fumbles from a narrative standpoint, but from a gameplay standpoint, it's quite good, and for $8.40, definitely a good pickup there as well. If you want some open world chaos in your life, Just Cause 3 XXL Edition is $3.44, and Just Cause 4 Reloaded Edition, 88% off for $4.92. Just Cause 4 is a game that was super disappointing when it came out. However, they did drop a lot of updates for it, and what you're playing now is a lot better, and you're paying a fraction of the initial cost. Like, I think it's worth it to still check it out. Just Cause 3, without a doubt, the better game, but for $4.92, not bad for Just Cause 4. Batman Arkham Origins, $3.12. The Forgotten Batman game done by WB Montreal, the same people that brought you Gotham Knights. Batman Arkham Origins was pretty good. Shows its age, given that it's north of a decade old, and it's not done by, you know, peak Rocksteady. Rocksteady, obviously, at this point, completely washed, but peak Rocksteady was at a different level. But Arkham Origins, all in all, a quality game. If you like Arkham, you'll enjoy it. I don't think it's as good as the mainline 3 games, but I still think it's pretty damn good. And lastly, Murdered Soul Suspect is $1.64. Enjoyable detective game, good visuals, interesting story, nothing to write home about from a gameplay standpoint, but atmosphere, I feel like, is pretty well done, so definitely check that out. That is going to do it for me. Links to all of these deals in the description box below. Remember, this is just scratching the surface as far as everything that's available. So yeah, check them out, and if you do buy anything, I do get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated. And if you are not an XP member, which you get by just buying stuff at GMG, Sizzle15 is the code you want to use, and that is promoted on their front page as well. So yeah, take advantage of that. That'll do it for me. Your thoughts down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.